FIFA World Cup 2026 has officially started, and South Africa played against Mexico in the opening game, and I must say the Azteca Stadium in Mexico really delivered. Out of 87,000, 80,000 supporters trooped into the Azteca Stadium to witness the first game, and I must say this is going to be one of the best World Cups we've ever had. Looking at how FIFA planned this tournament, I am of the view that this tournament is really going to be the best. Today at the Azteca Stadium, football lovers had the opportunity to witness Shakira and then Burna Boy entertain them, whilst FIFA's official way of introducing the players has also changed. For the first time ever in the World Cup history, we saw that the entire squad of the teams had to line up with their flags boldly presented in front of the supporters, and it was also in the middle of the stadium, covering the entire field. And I must say, this is something that for the first time football lovers are seeing in the FIFA World Cup tournament, and it's going to be one of the best things that this year's FIFA World Cup is going to deliver. So now let's dive deep into the game today. And for the first time too, in the opening game of the World Cup, for us to have three red cards today, two red cards for South Africa, one for Mexico. The game started very well, and then the intensity was on top with the olays from the Mexican supporters anytime the Mexican team or the players touched the ball. The Azteca Stadium really delivered today to the extent that I'm really going to admire and then love the stadium as the tournament progresses. And it's so disappointing that the final is not going to be played at the Azteca Stadium. But looking at how the Mexican supporters really supported the team delivered today, I must say the Azteca Stadium is a place where football lovers are really going to feel entertained anytime they troop in to watch the games of this year's FIFA World Cup. So in the course of the game, the first goal of this year's World Cup was scored by Quinones of Mexico, who scored the first goal for the Mexican team. And then Sitholi of South Africa managed to get a red card after tripping a Mexican player, and then the referee gave him a red card. Right from that place too, we also saw that Zwane of South Africa also had a red card after an infringement, which was really unnecessary for him to at least commit and then do something like that. So Zwane too was sent off, and then Montez of Mexico too was sent off. Meaning today we had three red cards in the game, and it was something that I must say, it's the first time that we are actually witnessing something like this in the opening game of a FIFA World Cup. Quinones scored the first goal, and then Raul Jimenez, who is of Fulham, also scored the second goal for the Mexican team to make it 2-0. So when we look at the group, Mexico leads Group A with 3 points. South Korea and then Czech Republic will be playing today, and then South Africa sits comfortably at the last position. Let's look at this year's tournament. For Africa, we have 10 participants, and the first country, which is South Africa, has lost. For Africa, we strongly believe that this is our year of winning the World Cup, and we are hoping that finally the wait for an African country to win the World Cup is finally going to be over this year. So at the Azteca Stadium, football lovers also had the opportunity to see legends such as Marco Materazzi, Carlos Puyol, and then the very experienced FIFA referee Pelusi Colina at the stadium. And for Mexico too, today history was made. History was made in the Mexican national team. After 95 years, a record that has been there for 95 good years has been broken. Gilberto Mora of Mexico has become the youngest Mexican player ever to play at the FIFA World Cup tournament. At just 17 years, Gilberto Mora becomes the youngest player to play in the FIFA World Cup tournament. And I must say, the way this Mexican team defends, attacks, and combines all these elements together is something that I don't know, but Mexican fans were really pleased with watching today. And for South Africa, I do not know where they go from here. Having two red cards for them today, meaning they're going to miss two players in the um in the next game. Sitholi is going to be out, Zwanetu is going to be out, and it's really going to be something that's going to be hard for the Bafana team, Hugo Bros team.